this topic is very important because when we say medicine, everybody knows medicine, right? Pharmaceutical drugs. And so then the meditation, we always think like something different than medication. And in fact, meditation is a medicine, is a medicine. So it has a benefit and also it has a side effect, right? So most of the time we do meditation, but many people are complaining that meditation is not working and meditation is this and that. We complain about meditation or we don't have time for meditation and so on. And of course, your problem is a headache, so your medication is for constipation. It doesn't work, right? Or it's the opposite. There are so many, if you think of the medicine, there are so many different types of medicines, right? Medicines for neurological problems, medicine for endocrine system disorders, medicine for psychological issues, medicines for psychiatric disorders. There are so many types of medicines. And we don't know there are many types of meditations. We think meditation is just one thing. Breathe in, breathe out. Or Zen meditation, shamatha meditation, vipassana meditation. I think we are too much fixed on one thing, When we say Buddhism, Buddhism have to be one thing. Buddhism is a philosophy, or Buddhism is a science, or Buddhism is a religion, or Buddhism is this and that, We believe that Buddhism is one thing. I think that's the big mistake, right? And also meditation, when we talk about meditation, we're saying, this kind of meditation, one meditation. It refers to all meditations, right? So there's no one medicine can cure all kind of disease. And the same way, there's no one meditation can resolve all our problems. And so we have to choose the right meditation for right problems. Do you understand? So for example, in this case, I think it's important. If you take a medicine, what is most important? If you take a medicine, the most important is you take the right medicine, right medication. Do you understand? If you take wrong medication, it doesn't work, or it can have side effects. So the most important is you take the right medication. But in order to take the right medication, you need to make a good diagnosis, right? Without doing a good diagnosis, we cannot take the right medication. So that's why we have to do the self-diagnosis, and we have to know about our own nature, okay? I'm not talking about Buddha nature. I'm not talking about the nature which is beyond of problems, this and that. I'm talking the nature that, our own nature, the troublemaker. Do you understand? Some of us, we are specialized on anger, right? Do you understand? Anger. How many angry people here? There are only few honest ones. The dangerous ones, they think, I'm not an angry person. That's the dangerous ones. You see, it's already wrong diagnosis, We are all humans. It's normal. We have anger, right? We have anger. And so that's why if you know that anger is your issue, you have to choose the right meditation. It's called anger yoga. Do you know that? Okay, I'll teach you later. Yeah. And then for some people, their problem, it's called their problem. What else is your problem? Sorry. Anger, desire, exactly. Who suffers from desire? Craving, desire. So there's a meditation, specialized for desire. Do you understand? So without desire, many meditation, they tell us we should not have anger, we should not have desire, we should not have ego, this and that. But without these things, we cannot be a human. Do you understand? With the ego, then who you are. Right? Maybe you are a completely depressed person without ego. Or without anger, maybe you are a very boring person. Without desire, I don't know, like what kind of person can be. Do you understand? I think we should know ourselves. We are all bad people, you know. Right? When we say, okay, Buddhist, I'm a Buddhist, you know, I'm this and that, it's theoretically it's okay, but in the real practice, we cannot be like that because we are all humans, right? We are all humans. As Tibetan medicine says, in some level, we are all sick people. We are kind of sick people. And the most important is we know that we are sick and we know that we have a symptom and syndrome and we know we need to go to a good doctor and take the right medication, right? We are all sick, but every sickness has an antidote or solution. So that's why I think instead of, hiding ourselves, you know, under the mask of Buddhism or mask of meditation, the spirituality and this and that, right? We can fake ourselves so much. Do you understand? I think like Professor Thurman was saying, Buddhism is realism. Realism. We have to be real to ourselves. And if we be real with ourselves, and then we know all this bad part of ourselves, angry part of ourselves, stupid part of ourselves, and craving part of ourselves, you know, all these things. I think all things are normal. Like as Tibetan Buddhism, Vajrayana says, don't repress, don't suppress. You know, we have to be the true ourselves. If we have to be true ourselves, all of us, we have light and we have shadow. Right? Nobody is perfect. So that's why we should not focus on the light. We should focus on the darkness. Right? Because otherwise we think we need the light, and we need to get rid of the darkness. You know, we don't want to see it, we want to repress. It doesn't work. So that's why we are having so many troubles. Okay? And in the medical science, we know that the cause of the sicknesses, you know, there are two types according to Tibetan medicine. One is called the inner cause, primary cause, our mental desire or attachment, anger or aggression, delusion or ignorance, and they are the cause of, all our health troubles, you know. And then plus we have external causes, bad diet, bad lifestyle, and then toxins, pollutions, and then lifestyle, especially stress and this and that. So all putting together, and then we get sick. And also according to scientific research, they are saying more than 60 to 70% both mental and physical disease are stress-related disease, right? And then our problem is stress. We don't know how to handle the stress. And if you know you are suffering with stress, you know you are a very stressed person. If you know that, it's already better. You know, the problem is you don't know you are stressed. People are telling you you are stressed and you don't see that, and then, you know, we go on and on this stress and until we will collapse or we'll get sick. Okay? I don't think stress is something bad. Stress is good, you know. Stress is good because some people are easy to get stressed and some people are not that easy to get stressed, and, you know, stress different levels. And if we know our own nature, then it's easy to deal with these things, right? So that's why, firstly, it's you have to ask that question: how bad you are. It's not how good you are. Do you understand? Because we always want to be only the good part, and then that good part brings more expectations. And then you don't reach that expectation, and then you get stressed, and then you get depressed, and this and that. So if you see your bad part and negative part, and you know that's your part, and you accept, and then you know also you need to do something, and then that's much better, Do you have expectation about your bad part? Once you really know that part, we have a natural instinct that we have to do something. Okay? And to do something is not always to make a big change, can be a small change, right? Like my question, how many people suffer anger? The truth is everybody. Only few people said yes. There are only few people are honest, right? And the ones didn't raise hand, that's a dangerous people. Sleeping cobras. Okay, who suffers from anger? Now it's better. So in the Tibetan meditation, there's one yoga, it's called the Maha Yoga. Remember that name, okay? Maha Yoga means the great yoga. And that's a meditation, especially, a meditation works with anger, okay? Did you know that anger is also a form of stress? Do you know that, yeah? When you are stressed and you become very nervous and you're angry all the time, right? So then you don't know what to do. Because if you express your anger and then maybe somebody else can have a heart attack. Because you are so angry, you're so mad of this person, you're shouting and this and that, right? Maybe your poor partner will have a heart attack. And if you don't express, you know what happens? You will get a heart attack. So in this case, you have to choose. You give heart attack to somebody else or you give heart attack for yourself. So what would you choose? Of course. If you are still living with your exes, ex-husband, ex-wives, you say, I want to cause heart attack to him or to her. But exes are gone, so it's a tough choice, you see. Heart attack for somebody else or for yourself. And in fact, we don't want both, right? And then what is the solution? So Maha Yoga is the solution. You meditate, take 10 minutes or 20 minutes a day, and you meditate. So during your meditation, you imagine yourself this very, very fearful, very angry deity. Do you know Tibetan Buddhist wrathful deities? They look so angry. They look so like demonic, right? Like these ones. Okay? Next time, don't forget to take a selfie when you are getting angry. Okay? Take a selfie and then you compare that Tibetan art, you look exactly the same. Then you will say, oh, is that me? Right? And then you say, oh, okay, I need to do Maha Yoga meditation. Do you understand? So medication, the use of the medication, there are two main reasons, right? You know that, right, everybody? First kind of medication is for prevention. And second kind of medication is for treat or cure. All right? So meditation is exactly the same. The one kind of meditation is preventing our negative emotions, or how to balance them, to balance negative emotions. Okay? Hiding or refusing, repressing is not the solution. Right? So we know we have this negative emotion, but somehow we can work with it. That's why I'm saying if we suffer with anger, this Maha Yoga, it's a perfect meditation. Okay? I will guide you a very short meditation now. Everybody close your eyes. And think of something which really make you angry, okay? If you're already divorced, you know who make you angry most, right? Just reminding you, okay? So probably your ex-husband or ex-wife, if you think of them, your fire comes up. Or your big boss. If you have a boss, your boss is the main cause of your stress. maybe, or your meditation teacher. Okay? Can you think anyone that make you angry? All right. Hopefully. Do you feel that anger? So you see, when you start to feel the anger, is a kind of discomfort feeling. And it's a very beginning stage of stress. Okay? And now you imagine yourself, it's a very powerful and very wrathful deity. Your facial expressions, your muscles like, Okay, imagine yourself is transforming this very, very powerful, very wrathful deity. All right? So you see, you are not telling yourself, oh, relax, be quiet, think of love and compassion, don't get angry. So you give a chance for yourself, to express your anger. Okay? Don't think, according to Buddhism, anger is a bad thing. Or even you think a bad thing, now you have to be the bad person, bad guy. All right? So you try to imagine this, your facial expression, and your body, you want to kick somebody, you want to kill someone even, mentally we do all these things, right? And imagine like you are using your hand, or you are, imagine like you are on a theater, okay? Theater. And you are expressing all this, your anger and stress. And probably you use your voice, your speech, the verbal aggression. What do you say when you are very angry? Can you say something, please? Everybody close the eyes. Everybody close the eyes so nobody knows. Okay, can you say that loudly, please? I don't hear you.
What the fuck?
Very good. Another one? Asshole. Very good. Okay. More. I don't hear the ladies, the dangerous ones. I don't hear the dangerous ones. They are very quiet and dangerous. Yes, ladies, come on. Come on, ladies, little bit more. Come on. I love that. More, some more. Come on. Yes. If you can't get angry, you can think of you are president too, actually.
Psychopath!
Very good. Come on, ladies. Yes, more. Okay, you see? I think now America is a perfect, for America is a perfect place you can exercise your anger. Every day you see something in the TV and the news, it makes you angry, right? Do you understand? It's really, if you think carefully, anger is the main cause of heart attack. And cardiovascular disease is the number one killer. You know that, right? Number one killer. It's more than cancer. So 1 every 3 people, they die with cardiovascular disease. Okay? Of course, cardiovascular disease, not all are caused by mental stress and, our anger and these things. Many of these things to do with our diet and lifestyle. But anger is one of the main factors too. Do you understand? Do you want to die with anger? No, it's not a good solution. Right? Do you want to live with anger? Exactly, you see. So what is the solution? You have to meditate Maha Yoga. All right? So at least if you have this Tibetan image, these wrathful Buddhas, just look at them and imagine that's your mirror reflection. Do you understand? You are so angry. "5 minutes or 10 minutes every day, your anger is released." I'm not joking, I'm not joking. Really, you try that out. All right, so next one is called Anu Yoga. It's a special meditation for desire, craving and desire. So what's your main desire? And also we should know that why we are so much stressed. The main reason is desire and craving, right? We have so many desires and we are craving so much and we don't know what to do with that desire and that craving. Do you understand? Desire is not the problem. Anger is not the problem. The problem is we are lack of the method. We don't know how to handle the anger. The same way, desire, attachment, and craving is not the problem. The problem is we are lack of method. We don't know how to handle these things. Do you understand? So when we talk about medicine and we talk about health, we know everybody talk bad about sugar, right? Sweet and sugar, especially if you go to see the natural doctors. Don't eat sugar, don't eat this. But in reality, sugar has no problem. They are just sweet. Sugar has no problem, right? The problem is our mind, craving. We want it more and more. If you have no craving, there's no problem with sugar. Right? So it's very interesting, We think sugar is the problem, and then we get angry with sugar. And then maybe we get a heart attack. It's stupid. Right? So, yeah, sugar is just sugar. They're sweet and nice, in many different colors and forms. That's called samsara, right? The beauty of samsara. But the problem is we really don't know how to handle this craving, right? And that's the main thing of addiction, craving. And without these substances, we don't function. So we're addicted for so many things. How many people are addicted to meditation? Only one. What kind of meditation do you do? Sorry? Compassion. Wow, addicted to compassion. That's nice. Yeah. There are good addictions too. Yeah, if you're addicted to meditation, every day you need meditation, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, that's good, But, you need, some people I know, they have this constant, the need of meditation. And then like you are saying, I have to meditate. If without meditation, I'm not working, I'm not functioning, then I don't have time, and then I'm too busy, this and that. At the end, you feel stress, you feel guilt, and you feel all these things. Okay? So, desire meditation, it means we can enjoy with the desire. Do you understand? It's like if you want to eat sugar, you can eat the sugar and enjoy mentally, not only the physical level, not only the taste itself. You eat the sugar and you contemplate and you really enjoy with that sweetness. And if you meditate with a sweetness, right? Because then mentally you get a satisfaction. Once you get this deep, profound level of satisfaction, physically you are not craving anymore. Do you understand? So, addiction for sweet, addiction for alcohol, for smoke, for many things are exactly the same. We really need to learn the key points, the technique. And once you get it, and then it's same for everything. All right? Also addiction of the sex. Anyone is addicted to sex? Not yet? I was very happy. Professor Thurman said samboga means orgasm. Anyone is addicted to orgasm? Not yet? Only one person. Yeah, that's a good addiction, Mm-hmm. So that's why the Anu Yoga, it's a Sanskrit word. Anu Yoga means the excellency yoga. Anu Yoga is one kind of meditation, and that yoga deals with desire. All right? We have many different desires, and then one of the strongest desire for human is the sexual desire. And then when we come to the sexual desire, and in the Buddhist tradition, there is a sexual misconduct, right? And every spiritual traditions, every religious traditions, everybody attacks about this, sex, right? And then some people, they try to use the word of tantra and this and that. I don't know, maybe they misuse and, all these things. There are so many confusions about sexuality. And so many people are addicted, and then people don't know how to handle that kind of desire, right? That's why we have so many pedophiles. How do you call it? Pedophiles? Pedophiles. I'm living in Italy, in Rome, very close to Vatican. I try to send some meditation energy to them, Do you understand? Pedophile considered as a psychiatric disorder. And actually, I like this diagnosis, psychiatric disorder. Can you imagine? Pedophile. They are kind of addicted, and with this, their brain doesn't function. Do you understand? That was the main reason, and historically, why so many Christians and Vatican, they burned so many ladies, in the name of witches, right? How do you say, witches? Right? Do you know that? That happened in Europe and in America. Millions of ladies are burned in the name of witches. And that's the madness of these pedophile ideas. Do you understand? And they become pedophile because they didn't know... 5 minutes. Sorry, let me finish about my pedophile stories. They become pedophiles. The problem is they didn't know how to handle that energy. Do you understand? They are humans too. They have desire. It's normal. But the problem is repression, suppression, rejection, this and this. And they didn't know how to handle that. And I'm sure there are so many Buddhist pedophiles too. It's not only Christians or Muslims. I'm sure there are many Buddhist pedophiles too. So that's why I think this kind of Tibetan meditation, we have to know what are our problems. We have to do the self-diagnosis. According to our own diagnosis, we have to use the meditations as a medication. And this will save our humanity. Otherwise, our humanity, I think, is, going to mad, getting worse and worse and worse, right? There's hundreds of thousands of psychologists, psychiatrists, and millions of patients, increasing every year. Western psychology is not working, right? If it's working, why the patients are increasing more and more? And why those patients are getting worse and worse? So that's why, for me as a Soarikpa doctor, Tibetan medicine doctor, I think Buddhism, and especially all these different kind of meditations, they really should come like a medication, a solution for our health. Of course, the meditation is not only for mental problems, also for physical problems, right? Meditation works for our stress level. Once the stress is reduced, and then our immune system will increase. Once we have a good immune system, physically we are protected, right? Physically we are protected. So one of the best things to do. And then the last one, I talked about this, 3 mental poisons, 3 mental, mental kleshas. That's what the Buddha said, human problems. All our problems are coming from anger, desire, and ignorance, right? So if you suffer from anger, there is a meditation for anger. That's your medicine, Mahayoga. And if you suffer from desire, your medicine is called what? Anu Yoga. All right? And then the last one is for the last group. Last group is called group of confusion, ignorance, delusion. If you are confused, then we have another kind of meditation. It's called Ati Yoga. Okay? Ati Yoga. So Ati Yoga is the antidote of confusion or delusion. I'm finished now. 2 minutes? Okay, I have 2 minutes. Yeah, I have 2 minutes. All right? So I think if to become a Buddhist is like you have to be the true person for yourself. If you make mistake, it's okay. If you are crazy, it's okay. If you are stupid, it's okay. If you are, how do you say, I don't know, any kind of, you are okay to be anyone, right? But it's really important is to know yourself better. Once you know yourself, but sometimes it takes time to know yourself, right? Sometimes it really takes time. That's why if you make mistake, you have to do it again and again and again until you really learn. There's no other way, right? And another most important thing is we have to know we are all different from each other. We are all unique. Do you understand? Today's training for meditation, the problem is everybody treated the same way. Everybody have to do one kind of meditation. Do you understand? There's no one best meditation for everyone. It's the same, there's no one medication for everyone. So that's why we really have to know the nature of our individuals, individuals, who you are, what is your talent, okay? And there's another yoga, it's called sleep yoga, all right? The sleep, it's very important for our body physical health, right? If you think about your immune system, you have to get at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Okay, maybe 10 is too much. At least 8 hours. Do you understand? If your meditation teacher says less sleep, more meditation, it's a dangerous teaching. I would say exactly the opposite. More sleep and less meditation. Okay? In a medical aspect and a spiritual aspect, that's much healthier. Mentally we are healthier and physically we are healthier. All right? Thank you. Now you can ask questions. You can ask me questions. Questions? Yes?
How about we'll do this time one? How about one question?
Okay, one question, yeah.
So, for like aversion, fear, kind of avoidance, where would that class fall within the class?
Why we have fear? That's very good. The fear is coming because of our desire, attachment. They are like the coin, two sides, If you analyze your fear, why you have fear, where your fear is coming, because you have always expectation, desire, and attachment. That's why you have it. So in Tibetan word, we have a very precise word about this. Reto nitang jalwa. It says, free yourself from desire, and then you are free from fear. Do you understand? So sometimes we just try to work on fear itself. It doesn't work. You have to see what is the other side of the fear. It's a desire. You let it go, there's no fear. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.